Hi, I'm Glenn.
And I'm Mark.
And welcome to another episode of Masonic Unity,
The Right Stuff.
And we are here in the Ionic Room of the Grand Lodge of New Jersey. And this is actually the Grand Lodge Room of the Grand Lodge of New Jersey. And it is right next to the Museum of Masonic Culture, which is
on the second floor.
And the Museum of Masonic Culture is actually in the Corinthian Room. And you can tell that when you come, you can see Corinthian columns in the Museum of Masonic Culture, and you can see Ionic columns in this lodge room here.
The Ionic Room.
The Ionic Room. So, we're going to be talking a little bit about education for aprons in Grand Lodge of New Jersey.
So since this is an educational one, today's video has been brought to you by the letters M and G and the numbers 3, 5, and 7. So today we're going to talk a little bit about aprons. And this one is the candidate's apron, the white apron, and is sometimes the only apron seen by the family when at a funeral ceremony for their departed loved one.
Exactly.
And is the first one that a candidate receives upon entering into a Masonic lodge.
Exactly. The beautiful white apron.
Beautiful.
Next apron we're going to show is called the Distinguished White Apron. And this is given out to honor a member of the Grand Lodge of New Jersey who doesn't necessarily have designs on moving to the east, but has supported his lodge and done great things for the success of his lodge moving forward.
Usually they're people who help out as stewards.
Exactly.
Or a treasurer or something like that. Someone who's gone above and beyond the officer's call.
Exactly. And you can see this as being the white apron, as we saw before, and it's got the Grand Lodge of New Jersey seal on the front part. It was probably brought into usage in the late 1990s. So it is a beautiful apron, and there's a very nice ceremony that goes along with it.
But is usually intended for those brethren who are not going to proceed through the officer line.
That's correct.
To someday become a worshipful master.
Yeah, it's a way of giving back.
To those who have given to us. Next would be the officer's apron.
Excellent.
Excellent. A light blue one, and it's perfect when you only meet one time a month and you rehearse 4 times a month, and then you have DLI and everything else, but this is the one that the officers are supposed to wear. And in the instance of, say, a most worshipful past Grand Master sitting in the secretary's chair, as secretary, this would be the apron he would wear.
Exactly. So in Grand Lodge of New Jersey, if you are an officer in your lodge, you wear the officer's apron unless you were sitting as Grand Master or Deputy Grand Master at the time.
Correct.
So we move on to a past master's apron, and this is a white apron that's bordered by 1/2 inch of purple. Typically it's either silk or satin, and this is to show those brethren who have sat in the east. Typically you will receive this past master's apron at the beginning of your term, and you are able to wear it when you travel to other lodges, but you're not able to wear it in your own lodge. You can only wear this in your own lodge after you have served your full term as a master of your lodge.
Nice.
Yes.
And here we go with the Right Worshipful Grand Lodge Officer apron. It is a 1.5 inches.
Yes.
If I recall right, purple border with 2 lovely tassels, and just as perfect for those receptions, GLIs, and those other fun Grand Lodge events that you attend, to make sure you have one of these if you are a Grand Lodge officer.
Yes, and what's nice about this is that you wear this as you are a current Grand Lodge officer, but you're able to wear it once your Grand Lodge office has been completed. So once you in Grand Lodge in New Jersey, you would continue to wear this as your apron throughout the years.
Nice.
And moving on. This is a very special apron. This is our Grand Master's apron. And it is an apron that has an internal area of white lambskin. It's got purple velvet around the outside, 2 inches, and 1/2 inch of gold. And then in the center of that white area is a golden sunburst. So this is what a current Grand Master wears, and also a past Grand Master. Beautiful piece.
Beautiful.
This next one is a very special apron in our collection. This actually was worn by Most Worshipful Ross Van Ness Bear in 1999. And this is a Grand Master's apron that has, it's the normal Grand Master's apron that I just spoke about, but it has a bit of yellow fringe around this. And it was only worn during his year, and it is a one-of-a-kind piece that is housed in the museum.
Perfect for many of our treasures in our museum.
Exactly.
And finally, Glenn, we go back to the White Apron, where it all begins and where it all ends.
Exactly. That's, to be honest, that's the most special apron we have, is the White Apron, because it is symbolizing all the hard work that every Mason puts into himself and into his lodge.
Wow. So this little case of protocol and regalia is also part of not only our displays, but also part of our Masonic education we try to bring
Exactly.
to our viewership.
We like to give something back to all of our viewers. So if you have any questions or comments, or have any ideas for presentations or for displays, we can always take more ideas, more interests, more objects sent to us here at 100 Barrack Street in the Museum of Masonic Culture. And we thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for being with us. Make sure you like our videos, and also make sure that you subscribe down below so you can see many more videos besides this one, and you'll be alerted when new ones come out.
Exactly. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
See you around the quarries.